Evening, everybody. It's 6:28, and this is your closing comment for Tuesday, the 9th of January, and it is video number 2034, 2034. Okay, so we had kind of a split day today, even within the actual sectors. We started off with Europe and Asia down. We also started off lower on the trade balance, which was, not much, just two and a half times what it used to be. And then during the day, we had an auction of the 3-year notes, which, by the way, um, went well. However, the 2 and the 10 were both higher by a couple of basis points in yield. We have another one tomorrow, which is a little bit longer term, the 10-year, and on Friday, I think, or Thursday, we have a 30-year. We also have the CPI and core CPI on Thursday, followed by the PPI and core PPI on Friday. So those are usually pretty big market moving numbers. On the news side, after the close or right around the close, we had the announcement that the SEC has okayed a bunch of Bitcoin ETFs. And it turned out to be a little bit of a sell on the news. I know that Bitcoin has come back a little now, but it was down about 1,500 in the cash market. Also on the downside this morning was Netflix. It was trading at around 476 on a downgrade, and while it did get down below 474, 473.80 to be precise, it actually came back and closed down only $3 at 482. We also had a warning this afternoon by Microchip MCHP on their fourth quarter uh, revenues, especially, and that split the mega cap group. On the downside, following that was Meta. It had been trading around 360. And it got right back down to 356 and change, and it closed. The last on it is about 356.50. That's down about $2.50. Apple was a little lower. Tesla was lower. But on the other side, with the NVIDIA, we also had uh, Alphabet, Amazon, and Microsoft all up. The NASDAQ actually closed up $13.94 after being, in both directions all day. The Dow closed down 158, the S&P just $7 and change, the Russell down 21, and the transports down 133. So the biggest loser was the Russell, and obviously there was only one gainer, and that was up less than a tenth of a percent. So not much there. Also, the advanced declines were soft, 5 to 2 on to the downside on the NYSE, and 2 to 1 down on the Nasdaq. Even though, as I said, Nvidia pulled the market up. Boeing continued lower. This morning, when we looked at it, it was down a couple. It actually moved as low as, the last on it is 2.25, 225.58, down another $3.42. I'm not going to rant about that, but you know my feelings on it. The oil bounced up. Also, the chart on the screen, this is the wheat. Again, getting right back down to those moving averages and turning right back up. Yesterday, the wheat was down 19 and three quarters. Today, it gained back 13 and three quarters of that. It was an inside day, so it did not make a new low. And the RSI is still rolling to the upside. I really like this trade, but frankly, if it doesn't break out above this area here in the 620 area, or even further above this I'm trying to remember what that number is. It is 621 and a half. If we can't get back at least to the 200-day MA, I'm going to sell those. It's not a loss. It's not a gain. I mean, it's right around break even. Okay. Also, not the way I want to start the year, but you know, I'll take break even as opposed to a loss. Okay, the oil closed 72.24. That was up $1.47. And nat gas, remarkable, was 269 yesterday, closed 319 today, up another 21 cents. It's open for tonight. It's down 2 cents. Really not much. This is a tough market, but this cold weather and snow, both here and in Europe, definitely has an effect. It just shows you how tight the supply and demand balance is. The gold was basically unchanged today. It had a pretty decent range, although it did close a lot closer to the low. It was up this morning, I believe. Let me just pull that up. As you can see, let me make this a little bit closer in so you can see. Yeah, it closed yesterday down 1630. This morning, it was up as high as 2048. That was up about $15, came back down at the end of the day, closed on the low. It's up a couple of cents today. Tonight, it's up $3, $2.90. I'm still looking for this to roll down here into this 2000, maybe as low as 1980 area. But RSI rolling to the upside, and we have closed the gap here on the MACD. Could go either way, but seasonally, down would probably be the most likely. As I said, the Bitcoin sold off after that approval of the new ETFs, and it is down 660. So that's about half of what the cash was down. It's also half of the low where we were today. The dollar was higher by 36 cents. The bonds were down, as I said, only a little, but we'll get a little bit better reading on that on the next two auctions, since they are longer term paper. All right, folks, I'll be back first thing in the morning. Hope you had a good day.